Last year, consumers worldwide spent $2 trillion online, and merchants are racing to meet the growing demand for digital commerce. But more transactions, coupled with oceans of stolen data and security breaches, has made them more vulnerable than ever, battling increasingly sophisticated and varied fraud attacks, and they are financially liable for it all. Today on Merchant Matters, Skip Myers, Director of Loss Prevention and Risk Strategy for Micro Center.
I think it begins with really understanding the data that they have in front of them. Sometimes we really get caught up in all the data and don't understand where to start. And so if they start understanding what the data means and how to use it. So it's one thing to have all the data, but understanding what it is and what it means is really important. So when you're analyzing your chargebacks, because not all chargebacks are fraud, it could be some of your chargebacks are from processes or operational procedures that your organization has instituted that are creating some unintended consequence that results in a chargeback. A restrictive return policy, maybe a defective product that you're selling, gets in the hands of a customer via your website, and they're displeased with it. They very well could be charging back that transaction. Unless you really know the reason code and understand why those chargebacks are being connected to merchandise that may be defective or a restricted return policy, you'll never know to go back to the appropriate department and team up with them and let them know maybe we should take another look at our return policy. Maybe it is too restrictive. So not only are you going to reduce your chargebacks related to that, but you're also going to improve your customer service. Also, what's out there on the horizon is the synthetic fraud, the made-up fraud. It's manufactured from information that is basically totally erroneous and totally made up. Sometimes it's involving social security numbers from children or even dead people. Names don't match, but it's a synthetic. It's not a real identity. And once they can establish that with the credit bureau, it's a baseline for them to establish a phony credit history, which will allow them to start committing fraud. So probably see more of that because that seems to be trending where bad guys are always finding, new ways, the flavor of the week, whatever works for them. And if it continues to work, then they'll keep doing it until we do something that's going to stop them. Yeah, the future technology in fraud prevention really is looking toward AI and machine learning. Two little bit different things, but they do similar things to fight fraud. Any machine that can help us learn from mistakes and improve on what we're doing as an operation to get ahead of the bad guys instead of being more reactionary is going to help. So artificial intelligence built into your fraud solution provider with some machine learning so that we don't make the same mistakes over and over again. Taking the human element or human guessing out of whether or not I should review this transaction or not. Because when we delay that transaction, it's a customer friction or customer satisfaction issue. So if a machine is already set up and programmed to figure out what those mistakes are, we don't repeat those same mistakes. The sustainability of our customer base stays high, customer satisfaction is good, and we all want repeat business. So we keep that customer friction low, keep the bad guys at bay because we're using the technology at its full advantage. Get ahead of them and so that they're not the ones using technology against us.